Yeah, what up? It's DJ Sus One, the feature presentation radio show. Allie V, my co-host.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to tell Young M.A. what you said about her earlier.
I could tell her. Let me tell her.
Let me introduce her real quick.
Go ahead.
Young M.A. is in the building once again. Back to the show. What's good?
What's
up, sus? How you doing?
So when I found out we were going to interview you, I was like, oh my God, I love her so much.
As if we didn't interview her before.
No, but the first time we interviewed you, it was like an introduction. So now after I heard everything, I'm like, yo, I love her so much. I was so excited about interviewing you today.
That's crazy.
No, that's not what you said.
What did I say? No, don't tell her that. Don't tell her that.
The tongue came out. There were certain things said. I'll leave it alone.
Oh, God.
Yo.
Don't say. He crazy.
Sus is gangster, so he don't care.
No, he does that. He'll do
Whatsoever.
that. You can't say shit in front of us.
M.A. was good.
Chilling, man.
The swag is a little bit different now. You always had the swag, but the jewelry swag is a little bit different. I was telling you behind the scenes. The money's different.
Don't do that. Don't do that already.
Ooh, it's 3 times platinum. Her pinky ring is disrespectful. It's more than my
pinky ring dripping.
Oh,
we're gonna do this while we on the air right now. You see that name, DJ Sus One.
Yes.
You contributed to this. What you thought this was mine over here? You thought I was just bringing this to show off and all? I ain't got that corner.
That's what's up.
That's for you, baby. He snatched it quick too.
Yeah, he's like, give me that.
Give me that.
She just gave me a RIAA triple platinum.
Triple platinum.
3 times platinum.
3 times, man.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
That's for you, man.
You leave that right here.
That's yours now. Now you can rock that on the side.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put it in my 5,000 square foot house, ladies.
Oh shit!
Get me immediately.
Oh my God! Here you go with this.
I can't.
I love Walk, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
So what is the plan? Because I know there's always a lot of pressure to get a second record. What is the plan?
Right.
And first of all, I like the records that you've been putting out. What is the plan for 2018?
Oh man,
are you gonna stay independent? First of all.
Yeah, for the most part. You know, I want to. You know, I want to see how far it can take me.
Because I know the bags that must have been offered at this point is probably disrespectful.
Everybody want to talk about that guap. Boy, I be talking about that money.
Hell yeah.
I'm humble, man. You know, I don't like to brag too much. Definitely, but far as like, you know, going into 2018, I just been like in the studio. Like now that I got a studio in my crib that I built. You know, not to brag.
Swag that. All right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I like the humble talk.
I definitely got to. Yeah, I definitely got to do that though, cause that was something that I never done before. Engineering was something I never did before. I actually learned it on my own by just.
Really? You doing the Pro Tools and everything by yourself?
No, not Pro Tools. Pro Tools is probably a little more difficult. I would have to I'm on Logic Pro, so I think I'm starting, you know, small first and then get into the major part of it. But yeah, I've been recording stuff on my own, just kind of just testing the waters and trying to explore different sounds, different flows of things and stuff like that. I don't really want to rush nothing, definitely with an album. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just like important to just, you know, go with the flow of things and not really feel like pressure is on because the music.
People and anybody pressure you at all.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. You know, I hear it a lot. You know, like what's going on, man. You know, when we getting this, when we getting that, and you know, I know it's gonna, it's gonna be said, but I'm just trying to like block that out and really focus on just making music. You know what I mean? Instead of thinking like, yo, it's pressure on you. You know, time is taking. Because I feel like music never really comes out authentic when you got so much on your head. You know what I mean? You just like, damn, like da da da. So I'm just trying to get in that zone of just getting back into that creative mind frame and going through it like that. But 2018, I definitely want to bring an album in. And I want to bring in a lot of songs, you know. I don't want to just give them something small. Like, I want to create a story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want it to be special. And so basically people can have understanding of what's been going on. Like, what's the situation? And then when you hear the album, like, oh, I
Do
get
you
it.
feel like there was like a period where you kind of felt uninspired with music, though? Because you did take a little break, and I know a lot of people were asking, and then you put something on social media where you kind of addressed it, like, softly.
When?
Like, you had put some. No, you had put. It was like a while ago. You had put something on social media, like I'm gonna be off this for a little bit. You know, hope my fans understand. You had put something like that.
I know I did kind of like go away for a couple months, and yeah, I definitely did. Social media, I needed to take a break from. sometimes social media is just overwhelming, period. You know what I mean? You got nothing to do with music. It'd be other stuff up there you be seeing, like, that's just crazy.
The negative shit. When you famous, all types of negativity goes in the comments.
Yeah, not even just that. Like, I've been dealt with, you know, things that were said before, whatever the case. I'm talking about just social media, period. Like, things that's just been happening in far as like to the world, you know what I mean? Like, it becomes a little depressing to see, you know what I mean? So sometimes you just need to get away from that and get into your zone. So I definitely needed a break from social media when I kind of went to that stage. Yeah, so pretty much that. Yeah, I did take a little break and came back, but I mean, you do get a little uninspired at times when you're dealing with pressure, because now you're on, you know now. So you're thinking about not just making music, you're thinking about what people going, expect from receive the music. You know what I mean?
I feel like Cardi is getting that pressure on her right now too, and she was saying she just wants to take the time with the album. I just say y'all should ignore every fucking body, just create classic shit.
and I had to get into that position. You know, it's not easy to just be like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna just ignore it, because you're hearing it. Whether even when I ain't on social media, I hear it, from whether my team is dealing with it, you know what I mean? And I know it's a certain time period for certain things where you gotta kind of be like, all right, this gotta be done. I know, but yeah, you do get in that zone, boy. Like, you do. Definitely when you really write your music and you really focus on what you say in your music, like you focus on the bars, or you focus on how certain things should sound and stuff like that, definitely. And then, when you're independent too, it's like, it's not as easy as when you have a whole label that's, you know what I mean? Like, the independent is a way too, because you doing everything on your own. It's not like, you got the
machine.
Easy, just right there. So that too. But I like being independent. I do like it. I think I feel weird probably signing to somebody now.
Yeah.
Like, I thought if you were gonna sign to somebody, you was gonna sign to 50.
That's
I saw
what I
he
thought
did the
too,
remix to your Ooh joint on his
Oh,
own.
nah. Yeah, a lot of people did think
him.
I was going to sign to 50. I had, talks with conversations with 50, but just like every other label I sat with, I just was like, I don't, I'm not too sure of it yet, and I just want to keep going the independent route and see how far that take me, you know what I mean? But yeah. But I've definitely been working on music. I got a few joints. And I'm just seeing, but I actually did a few runs today and got some feedback. It was probably my first time really getting feedback from radio stations today, actually, with the joints that I've been recording. So, it was a lot of good love,
So we're gonna talk more about the music, and we're gonna talk about some other shit in a second. Young and Maze in the building. It's the feature presentation at Hip Hop Nation. It's the feature presentation. DJ Sus One, Ali V is here co-hosting.
What's up?
Young and Maze in the building.
Yeah.
Now listen, everybody in the room knows that I get more pussy than everybody here, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Facts.
Did you say that?
I said facts.
Facts. I thought I
But
got
that's
more
facts,
women
like
than
FAX.
Yes. Love it.
I thought I got better quality women than Young and May when I first met her, until I saw her with Tory Bricks.
Oh, my
And then I had to gracefully bow down and say, listen, she might have the crown temporarily until I get to say your reign at the top is short like leprechauns. Now,
and you said this was before me and her.
Nah, when last time you came here, you wasn't, at least I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, we wasn't. I wasn't with her, right?
Nah.
So,
No.
yeah,
So-
he was popping that.
So this is my first time
He
seeing
spoke
you
it
after
into
this.
Even every
existence.
time I see him, he talks like this. This is what he do. I
This-
get
nah,
more
this is
pussy than you, right?
specifically what I do.
Every time.
So first of all, congratulations on having the quality of that. I'm sure. I'm
Jesus
just joking, guys.
Christ.
I'm sure she has the best quality of all time. Is that still a situation? Is that still a situation though?
What, me and Tori?
Yeah.
Yeah, we good. We cool. Yeah, a lot of people.
That's
say
some
I don't.
pimp talk right there.
Nah, yeah, cause I don't. I try not to. I don't really like too much of my personal business out there. Like, we try to keep it as cool and calm as possible, even if it's a situation like, we don't put it out there. Like,
Well, the only reason I'm asking is because you're one of the top people out right now, and there's tours, there's a lot of work, there's a lot of press, there's a lot of recording.
Right.
And I was gonna say, if it was a serious situation, I'm like, how do you even have the time to? Because that takes a lot of attention, a serious situation. I can't. I'm nowhere near on the level that you're doing right now, and I can't even make a relationship work. I break up after 2 weeks.
But she cool, she chill. It don't be nothing where it's like, oh, I don't hardly see you. Like, we make it work as much as we could,
Oh, okay.
and that's how we rock.
All right.
Let's talk about women in hip hop.
All right.
Do you feel like now they're getting like the credit they deserve? Like Remy Ma just dropped something with Lil Kim. Cardi B obviously is having an incredible year. Do you feel like people are shining more light to the women in hip hop? Or do you feel there's certain struggles that you guys still need to overcome?
I feel like it's still full of shit. I feel like now it's like they still try to make it seem like only one girl can pop.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Like there's a lot moving right now. Maybe I'm bugging.
What's a lot?
You're moving. Nicki's moving.
That's not a lot.
Cardi's moving.
That's not a lot, man. That's. I feel like but they still put them against each other. Like they still put
they do that. They
Nicki and
do that.
Cardi against each other. I mean, obviously Remy and Nicki had a situation, but they was doing that before they had a situation. Like it's always been that. Even when there's more than one that's being heard, like it's still y'all trying to put every female against each other. So that makes it where it becomes a small path for females, because every time a chick come out that's hot, y'all trying to put them against the one that was hot before. You know what I'm saying? And there's times where they'll compare me in Cardi's situation. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, come on, son. Like I'm in a whole totally different lane. I'm in my own lane. Period. You know what I mean? Don't compare me to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my situation is, that's just my situation. Ain't got nothing to do with no other female artist. If you want to call it female artist or any artist, everybody's an artist. Honestly, all that female bullshit is corny to me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's all artists. But if we want to break it down to that, no, I feel like now when the females is hot, you put them against each other. You know what I mean? Like just let them be hot.
I don't know why that is, because in the early 2000s and 90s, all the females was working to it. There was Ladies Night, there was Queen Latifah, Yo-Yo, MC Light. All these females was working together. I mean, yeah, a couple of them had beef too. There hasn't been a collab like that, female collab. Like I liked how Remy brought all y'all out Summer Jam concert, but it hasn't been a collab like that. Can we make that happen for your album maybe, or you really don't want to do that?
It depends on where they at with it. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing against no artist. You know what I'm saying? It's just if they willing to do it. I feel like it definitely takes, the women to make a change or whatever the case. But I just feel like they put them against each other even when it ain't a situation. They'll make it a situation. You be like, what the hell? Like it's crazy. Like it's so corny and petty and childish. You know what I mean? I don't like it, honestly. I'm just shout out to everybody that's doing their thing at the end of the day, but it's almost like when the media and people make it seem like it's a problem, then it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even with the Nicki and Remy situation, people kept trying to make it a problem, and it eventually became a problem. And I mean, it's good for the culture of hip hop because it's,
the competition.
Yeah, competition part of it. But honestly, like I feel like the two can just really come together. We all just come together. Like, what is the issue? What is the issue? You know what I mean? It shouldn't be an issue. Like, of course, you're gonna pop your shit like you the hottest of all time. That's normal. That's just competitive. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like don't listen to these little motherfuckers out here trying to make it a situation.
Well, negativity sells, so they just trying to rile some bullshit up.
Yeah, but do that with these other guys, man. Yeah. Come on, man.
Let me ask you. I asked Murder. Uncle Murder was on the show. I asked him because I feel good about where New York hip hop is right now, because there was a slump for a while, and you're part of that. So I want to know how you feel about the space of New York hip hop right now, because it feels like the juice is back in the city.
One thing about New York too, it definitely got better over the past few years. It definitely got more of a wave. But I feel like in New York, it seemed like only one person seems to be on fire. Like we always get that one record that seems to be the record of New York. It's not like, these is all the hottest records in New York right now that's flaming. It's always that one record. But why? Like in Atlanta, you know what I mean, it's everybody's on fire, and they make sure of it. You know what I'm saying? You got Migos, you got Gucci Mane, you got 2 Chainz, you got who else? Who else is on fire?
Everybody down there. Future.
Yeah, like Future, like they on fire, and these is artists that's just individually on fire, not even just they record.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they artist is on fire, and I'm like, with New York, like we hot, we hot, but it ain't like it's booming.
Well, why do you think that is? I had a conversation with my son because he posted something on social media, and I called him, and he blames the DJs. I don't think it's the DJ. I think everybody, in my opinion, everybody's a little bit responsible, because there's New York artists I can't get on the fucking phone, and I'm on all types of radio stations. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's some DJs that's not playing the New York artists enough. then I feel like some of the New York artists, not everybody,
It could
obviously.
be because of collab. You know, a lot of Atlanta artists collab. You know what I'm saying? You'll see like Future and Thugger just did a collab mixtape or
yeah.
something, right? Yeah, like they collab with each other.
The
Like when I
Fab
put
and Kiss
Gucci
mixtape is
Mane,
dope.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane and Migos doing collab. Like it could be that too. It could be the collabing situation. Like look, we beefing with each other, New Yorkers. You know what I mean? Like
All the
it's
time.
crazy.
I don't know why that is.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't necessarily blame the DJs. Like anybody just try to point fingers at somebody just to make a blame. But honestly, it's like you said, I think it's everybody could take a blame for it. You know what I mean? Collabing takes a big part. We are a little arrogant. Like the city is arrogant. We do. I ain't gonna lie. I've probably been arrogant too. But when you got that hot record, you feel like you on fire, and that's New York City. I ain't even going front. You know what I mean? That's just keeping it real. And I do feel like maybe if this person is sizzling and this person on fire, and they come together and they just blow up, and then it becomes a wave. Now it's like, oh, let's do this. Then let's make this happen. You know what I mean? You hot, I'm hot. Let's go for it. You know what I mean? That don't mean you can't individually be hot just because you got, you know what I mean? So
was
I
there
feel like
someone
it's
that you're interested in collabing with at the moment? Because you are talking about collabs, so do you feel like you want to, like, why don't you start that?
I feel like the city, I feel like the city, I feel like everybody hot. Honestly, like everybody that's on fire, like Uncle Murder just came in, he on fire. Casanova, A Boogie, Davies, who else?
That new kid 6ix9ine.
Yeah, 6ix9ine. Yeah, I like that record. That's on fire. But look, that's gonna be hot.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's
And then that's gonna be the record. You know, and it's just like a pattern now, and it's becoming normal. So it's like that's what it is, and it's just something gotta just change. But I think everybody's on fire right now.
Young Amaze in the building. I'm going to be right back. It's DJ Sus One. It's the feature presentation at Hip Hop Nation. It's DJ Sus One, the feature presentation. Hip Hop Nation, Ali V is here.
Yes, sir.
Young Amaze is here.
Here, what up?
Once again, thank you for the...
Oh,
God damn it.
fucking up.
What's going on?
You caught that, right?
You
caught that.
The 3 times platinum ooh plaque. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Good looking. She brought it to the interview.
Yeah, that's independent too, man.
Yeah, independent.
Yes.
That means she has a different
Congrats,
type of money. When you see her,
Oh,
show her some
boy.
respect.
There you go.
So, in closing, in 2018, we're definitely getting an album.
Yes,
Do you have a name
I
for
got
this
to,
album?
man. Like her story.
Oh, yeah, you announced that. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Her story. That's
And
that.
are you looking to do it early 2018 or we got to wait
Yes,
a little
early 2018. Probably like beginning of second quarter, like spring, March.
bit? Nice.
Yeah.
And you're one of the minority, meaning there's not so many people that still do bars and you be spitting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's only a handful of people, in my opinion, there's only a handful of people that still do that
Still
in
doing it.
hip-hop. And I
Right.
appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to the new project. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
early 2018, his story. Anything else, tours?
He said his story. You done called me a
Her
his.
story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Her story.
thought you were saying
I
about the
have a
story.
really
Fucking
quick
obsessed.
question for you
What's up?
before we close out, because I know that you touched on the fact in past interviews that you don't really like talking about politics, but I feel like it weighs like so heavy right now in today's time. Is that something that we would hear on
the album?
on the album? Like any of your views on that?
Yeah, some probably definitely now I'm been in that mood. Definitely seeing the Libya
Yeah.
situation that kind of bothered me. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't like the Trump situation. Like everybody talks about Trump. That all that does is make him bigger for some
Yeah.
reason. Like it seemed like it's just not helping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the Libya situation definitely bothered me to see that for my people, you know what I mean? Africa,
Yeah.
like that's one place I've never been and I want to go so bad. And to even just see that even going on against their will, you know, bothers me. So that's definitely something I can hear myself speaking about. Probably not, I'm not going to talk about Trump on my album.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a waste
But,
of time at this point. It's been
Yeah, you
topic
done
of
did
conversation
everything,
the
you know
past
what I
year.
mean? Yeah, that's like a waste of breath. But, you know, the motherland definitely, I would definitely love to speak on. I'd probably make a whole song about that,
Okay.
you know, so.
Well, I'm looking forward to the album. Sorry, I said his story. Her story.
Her story.
It's all good.
Her story in the making, coming out early 2018.
Oh, yeah, Brooklyn Bowl.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Brooklyn Bowl. Real
Yeah,
quick.
Brooklyn Bowl. That's this Tuesday. Yeah, that's December 5th. December 5th. Yeah, came back to the hometown. And just just want to show the city love, man. I ain't performed in Brooklyn since. I mean, Powerhouse and stuff like that. But I'm talking about like hands
Yeah.
on, be able to touch the people. like for 2 years now. Like when I
Oh,
first sold out Baby's Alright, that was like that was when Ooh first came out. You know what I mean? And they went crazy. So I just wanted to go back to that space and kind of feel like I'm home, not just on a stadium stage and stuff like that. So that's Brooklyn Bowl tonight. Young and May, make sure y'all come out, man. It's gonna be a situation. We walking all night.
That's gonna be big. Brooklyn Bowl tonight.
Yes.
Young and May, first time in Brooklyn in a couple of years. I can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah. It's been about 2 years since 2015. No, 2016. Damn, it felt 2 years because we about to go into 2018.
Damn. All right, well, Brooklyn Bowl tonight. Album coming in 2018. I'm assuming you're gonna drop some more freestyle soon because I look forward to those.
Yes, I got you. I'm dropping. Yeah, I'm definitely giving y'all some more joints. Walk ain't it. And speaking of walk, been doing very well.
Yeah, no, that's just fire.
Yeah.
That's just fire. Once again, thank you for the 3 times
No
platinum
doubt,
plaque.
man.
It's gonna go on my wall with all the other plaques that I get
Hey,
in the 5,000
hey,
square foot
that's gonna
house.
get you the most pussy right there. They coming in.
You might be right.
They coming
You
in
might
and see
be
that.
right. Yo, I feel the way. Yo,
What?
I know a lot of celebrities. I'm friends with a lot of celebrities, but a lot of girls, including yourself, ask me about Young and May. It's a fact.
Shut up.
It's a fact.
That's
Thank you.
gonna just know.
Thank you for coming to the feature presentation
Already,
radio
man.
show. Young and May. It's
Yeah,
Hip Hop
yeah.
Nation.